speculation when it's bringing them facts. Ain't no storyline of fiction when I spit on these tracks. It's Wrestle Fandom Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, open with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro. What's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. It's Wrestle Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, open with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro. What's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. It's Wrestle Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, open with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro. What's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page.
We're all here!
Yeah.
It's been over a month.
Over a month? It's been like almost 2? I thought you said June 28th was the last one.
June 21st.
June 21st, yeah.
It's been almost 2 months since all three of us have been here.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Stones,
That's bad.
Todd, and let Garrett fight.
Yeah. No.
You're fighting.
It's already set up.
The match is made.
I watched.
It's been confirmed with Saren.
No.
And actually, he really missed you.
He did.
I'll post a video to the socials, but
Yeah.
Saren really, really missed Garrett.
Oh, I'm sure.
Todd-
I'm sure there's aspects of things he missed.
I think
you
he
know,
missed
like-
putting his boot to your face.
Yeah, I think he definitely missed kicking me in my face.
Well, Garrett's going to get his chance to show Saren who's the boss.
I'm
next
so
next
not
month-
a wrestler.
At Westmoreland, Garrett versus Saren Ray.
No, that's not. I guarantee it's not.
That's happening.
I guarantee it's not happening.
Dude, we talked to Saren, Mike King last week here. You were here.
No, I guarantee.
Coffin said he'll train you. I'll show you. I'll show you some sweet moves.
Yeah. Okay.
Todd will get you high before.
You'll think you're wrestling. But you'll just be in the back, talking to a mat.
Yeah.
I won, guys. Yeah,
I won. You're wrestling a towel, dude. No, you're.
And somehow the towel beat you. I don't
Then
know.
why did I get pinned? Man.
I can see Garrett losing to a towel.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, his whole junior high career he lost to the towel.
Hey, first off, every one of us lost it to a towel, okay?
I was a paper.
All right.
Nah, I was a t-shirt guy.
Oh,
Once I couldn't wear them anymore. That was it.
Yeah, once they were already old.
Oh no, they're my dad's t-shirts. He thought they were starched. They weren't.
What is wrong with this shirt?
Why is it so stiff?
Damn, Jan, this shirt's super starched. Lay off on the starch.
Oh, God. And it's already a train wreck.
Yeah.
We're 2 minutes.
We'll
into the
We'll see everybody never.
See y'all next week.
It's already terrible. Already.
God, my beard looks wonderful.
It does.
Yeah, it does. It does. You went all out after having to shave.
Yeah.
You haven't shaved. You haven't.
It's been over a year since I've trimmed the bottom and make it a little bit even, but besides that,
to shape it.
no.
But when you had to shave,
and I'm never going to shave again.
Yeah.
Unless I absolutely have to. Or if I lose a lot of weight and I'm feeling very confident with my jawline, then I'll shave. But besides that,
I'm never confident with my jawline. As soon as I was allowed to grow my beard.
Well, if you shaved it off now, it's probably caved in now because of Sarah.
It's what holds Garrett's face
Yeah,
together.
but it's just this. It's just this side because it's been this side more, so it's it's uneven. It's really weird. So
You look like James Ellis.
yeah,
Ellsworth, whatever.
Yeah.
I look like his older brother. It's terrible.
Oh, Jughead.
Yeah.
So, what's
So
up, guys?
I don't know. So yeah, shout out to all the wrestlers that wrestled the last, the pay-per-view for Immortal. I know a couple belts changed hands. Our boy George Ole ended up winning from Vince Valor. That dude's he's a beast.
But
Oh, yeah.
Vince ended up winning the 24/7 champ from Brother Jonas, if I recall.
Oh
correctly.
yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen. I was completely
The only thing I saw
in my
was
own world.
the crazy chase after the battle royale
Yeah.
with the Stomper brothers and And Rizzy
Rizzy,
chasing Brother Jonas through the whole entire Nexus Center.
Yes.
That was awesome. We'll post that video too.
Yeah, and then and Kayla Sparks.
She got her title back.
She got
The
her title
first
back.
2 times women's
But
champion.
that was Teddy Long, though, because Becca had some crap that she, I guess, had some paper saying she couldn't wrestle or whatever. And, Playa comes out and makes it official. So
Hey, you know what? She's lucky she didn't have to wrestle The Undertaker.
that's true.
Teddy Long, you know what I mean?
Yep.
She's lucky.
Well, the closest thing we'd have to The Undertaker would probably be if Matic had his coat.
Matic had his
the
gear,
Matic
yeah.
gear.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
And Logan got to do the post pay-per-view interview with Teddy Long.
Yep.
He got pulled in, and now him and Teddy Long are best friends. They've been texting, and
Nice.
Logan's been walking around the house going, holla, holla, play. And I'm like, stop.
Teddy
What
Long,
are you
he was a
doing?
good dude. Funny. Hilarious.
hysterical.
Fucking hilarious.
And next week we should have a new endorsement there
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
TL
yeah.
himself and
Yes.
Well,
and the real one.
And we also got to meet Mr. Enzo.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll get all that loaded up.
Yeah.
We'll get it taken care of, all good stuff.
yeah.
Garrett Holiday retained against Cheeseburger.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Right.
So he's still going. Blazing Ben
Yeah.
against,
Sons
and that
of
was
Allah retained.
that was a triple threat. So
Yeah.
it was more than
Yeah.
just.
Now, were there shenanigans, or did they just win because they're as good as they are?
We were kind of busy, so we didn't get to watch
Exactly.
everything.
It's usually only with the three of us
I'm
are there
gonna
that we get
guess-
to see every single.
Well,
bit
usually
of
with
the
the three
action.
of us, we have at least one of us rotating out to watch
Yeah.
and see what's going on.
Yeah.
We didn't have that luxury. This
Yeah,
I did see a
that's what it's
video
like.
of
That's what it's like.
Blaze doing a nice dive
Yeah.
outside, but I'm gonna assume that it probably wasn't a clean win. I mean, it's the Sons of Allah.
Yeah, it's the Sons of Allah,
You
yeah.
can't.
sons of asshole.
Oh man, don't incur the wrath. All right.
And Sawyer won the battle royal at the
Yes, he did. I saw
Yeah.
that.
He
So-
came back, got
Man,
a couple
that guy's
pictures
big.
with us,
beginning.
dude.
Yep. Easy.
that-
Little
Big?
He makes me feel short.
Big, he is
He's a giant.
He is a monument. Like,
Yeah.
dude, like I'm taking pictures of him, and I'm like having to shoot like this, just
You
to,
should have got on the ladder.
yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And Shane and Dango wrestled.
oh
Yep.
right.
Yep.
I'm
I think Shane won dirty
I'm pretty sure he did.
because I kind of caught some stuff here. And
Wait,
there.
he out dirty Dango?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shit,
Yeah, Dango was
It's-
the face of that
Shane
one, if you
isn't-
could imagine it.
Dirty
you
Dango
know.
was the face.
Basically.
All right, I'll take it.
Shane is not the Shane we knew and
Yeah.
and love. Like Shane is a turd now.
His gear, because he tried to leave too. He tried to just say screw it, and bounce. And Dango went after him, and then took the because he's got new ring gear, and he took
his bridal veil.
Yeah, he took his sparkly white coat and threw it on, and was beating up Shane while wearing it, which was also pretty amusing.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, in the end, I guess really, Dango was the face in that situation, which is weird.
Tell you what, Nexus Center was awesome.
Yeah,
though.
it was a cool place.
It's the perfect place for them to hold their shows.
Yeah.
Like there's plenty of room. Like you got the floor seats, you got the crowd seats. We have we have a legit backstage.
And
now.
if you're backstage and lacrosse is going on, you get to legit shit your pants at least 5 to 10 times
It
an
didn't
hour.
bother me.
I got used to it, but there were some times, man, because they were just whipping the lacrosse balls at like the plexiglass.
They were doing it at me on purpose. I'm pretty sure.
Probably.
Because I'm standing there taking a picture. All of a sudden, it's boom.
And it's I mean, it's like if you got hit with one of those, you're done. Kind of.
Yeah.
So
I would
I got
imagine.
used to it after a bit, but there was some here and there you just weren't expecting. And
The first time I thought Todd was trying out for the NBA the way he jumped. Like, I was like, you can get that high, like
in numerous ways.
yeah.
So yeah, the next event they haven't really announced any matches yet. Just it's going to be at Elevate CNY again in Westmoreland,
Yeah.
and I did see that they sold out front row seats in 24 hours.
Yes.
Front row is gone. So
All right. Well, hit him up.
I'm sorry. There is one match: Garrett versus Saren.
No.
Yeah.
That's
It's
happening.
not happening.
It'll
I
probably
guarantee
be on the pre-show.
Yeah,
I guarantee it. It's not even going to be on that. It's
It'll
gonna
be the
It's going to be
pre-show.
on no show. I
Yeah,
guarantee
no,
it.
it'll be the
Okay.
pre-show.
So
That'll be on September 16th.
Yep, that's my first day of vacation.
Doors open at 6. Starts at 6:45.
So 7. If you've been to enough, they don't start at 6:45.
Actually, the Battle Royale started pretty much at 6:45.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, they might be on a time crunch because if they
because
were
of the
going
pay-per-view,
live.
yeah.
They
Well,
have
and
to be on
Garrett's
time.
pre-show match will probably be like right at 6:45.
Yeah.
and end at 6:46.
Wow, you're giving yourself plenty of.
I was going to say 6:45 and 30 seconds, but hey, man, you want to last a minute?
Yeah.
That's.
Hey, I'm good for at least a minute.
Not what I heard.
Yeah, you
And
know.
I mean, Joe and I will be out there with you. We're going to have your back. We're not going to let you out there alone.
Yeah.
Coffin will come out.
I'm sure.
We got you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We got you. But yeah, so look for tickets for that. Do you want to hit up a sponsor, and then we'll go into the world of WWE and or AEW?
I got that already. Let's do that.
Word.
Do you need some screen printing done? How about some vinyl work? Don't worry, we got you covered. Head on down to Seasonal Sports on University Boulevard in Whitesboro for all your vinyl and screen printing needs. Seasonal Sports, University Boulevard, Whitesboro.
All right. I actually have to go there when we're done.
I was
We're
there
gonna have some new hats coming. So.
Friday.
You know what? Let's decide it right on air because I was talking with Fred about it. Okay. So I'm going to get just like the WFR on hats. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are we going DX logo or are we going NWO logo?
DX. I feel like the NWO logo's played out. Like,
everybody's.
ICW has a NWO logo. And I don't know if you saw the limited edition shirts we had made for the show.
No.
Oh.
No, because I like I said, I haven't been here. I've been MIA. That's a lot of that the last two shows for ICW that I had to miss was all family stuff I had planned months and months in advance, both of them. And then a lot of times I've been missing here is because of a lot of different work stuff, which now will only happen if I get mandated the night prior and then have to go back to work like the next day because I'm not a boss or even in the same house that I was in anymore. So that's that. That part is done, and I'll be just like Joe said. It's I think you might need to get it. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's happening. So
I just wanted to circle back super quick. I just got a message from a one Mr. Senior Coffin.
Oh, I'm just seeing one too. Yeah.
Remind him he's fighting. I will make sure of it, and that he doesn't embarrass himself. He will make the rain fall. I like that.
Come on.
That is phenomenal right there. Now you got to cut a promo. Now you got to use that. You have to now.
I'm making T-shirts for this. It'll be the official Let Garrett Fight T-shirt.
The rainfall.
Let the rain fall.
Let the rain fall. It's gonna be on the back.
You realize he's also gonna have Maddox start kicking me even more.
We got Coffin to deal with Maddox.
Yeah, it's not going to be like a 2-on-1.
All right, so
let's go into.
We never really got to really do SummerSlam or any of the implications or anything past that. We were talking a little bit about it, but now that the three of us are here, what are we thinking? What do we got?
I'm thinking as a whole, because I wasn't here, I know you guys a little discussed it last week. I was thinking as a whole, SummerSlam was pretty good.
I thought it was really good.
The Ronda match was effing god awful.
That was the only.
I think it was the best SummerSlam since Cena versus Styles.
Yes,
it was the best SummerSlam since then.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal show. I'm really glad I was there for it. Really, the only low point was the Ronda match, which I like Ronda. It was kind of disappointing, especially since it's probably going to be her last match in WWE. But all the other matches were top tier. Like, even the Battle Royale was great. The Cody match was awesome. And even that ending with Brock showing respect to Cody.
Yeah, it was great.
And, to finalize their beef finally.
Yeah.
That was great. The Roman match, even though I was very upset with Roman retaining, the match was great. And now to see, what I don't understand is, so now we know that Jimmy has realigned with the Bloodline.
No.
Isn't that what the implication was on?
No, because he
Friday?
went there and he said it had nothing to do with you, and he even called Roman an asshole.
Basically,
he doesn't want anything.
yeah.
He still doesn't want anything to do with Roman. He just didn't.
He didn't want Jay to become an asshole.
He didn't want Jay to win
Roman.
and become Roman.
Kind of like how we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't want that to happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
so,
why Todd gave the belt up.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So you're
he
saying
realized the
WWE's
curse.
watching our show
Yes.
Yeah.
and stealing our storylines?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, would you put it past?
VKM? No, I wouldn't put it past.
No,
VKM.
yeah, but yeah, it's apparently we,
But I've heard.
apparently people like to shade us, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So
oh shit.
yeah, that was
You're
my,
shaking.
that was my knee. My
earthquake.
No, I'm
Just
like
where
trying to.
Garrett's sitting, there was an earthquake.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to then bring my leg up here. My sciatic is killing me today, so I'm trying to do the whole knee.
You want a
up.
butt massage?
And yeah, if you don't mind, yeah. So I'm just trying to do that thing where it popped, and I thought my leg was clear, and it wasn't. So no, sit down.
This is gonna happen.
No,
I didn't think I'd see this live.
I don't need it. I was on.
Oh, wow, you really are tight here.
I'm gonna focus on Todd here. We don't want these things seen on camera.
It is terrible. But I have heard too that they're not going to jump right back into Bloodline anything immediately.
So,
which might not be a bad thing.
it might not be a bad thing. I just thought it was. I thought it was going to evolve more. And did I send you guys my prediction thing that it was? It's in here, I think, somewhere.
I believe so.
Hold on. Just continue to talk while I look here.
I think Jey Uso has really proved me wrong and has solidified himself as a singles, not just wrestler, superstar.
He has.
I feel like if it's not Cody, it should be Jay to dethrone him.
Mm-hmm.
Jay has proven himself, and I don't want to see the Usos wrestle each other. I don't want to see it.
I do.
Unfortunately, it's going to happen. I'm 50-50 on that.
I don't want to watch the same person wrestle themselves.
They're not the same person.
Right, but they biologically are the same person with the same exact move and skill set. It's not like they have these total varying moves that can distinguish one another. Up until this whole thing with the Bloodline in the last year, nobody could really even differentiate them.
I never knew the difference.
The haircut has really, really helped me. How they both have
It
different
took me
hair.
forever to realize that Jimmy's bigger. Physically all around.
Yeah.
He's taller,
Yeah.
he's bigger.
Jay's a little bit more lean. But especially with their old Uso tribal shit,
Yeah,
I couldn't have told you which one was which.
Right. So
And I don't know.
So here's what I wrote, and this was a term coined by Stu for the whole free. It's called freestyle fantasy booking, where you seeing something, and we've all been watching wrestling so long. It's this is what should happen, or what I'd like to see, or what. So I wrote Payback, Jimmy versus Jay, which goes no winner due to Solo's interference on behalf of Roman, though he gets demolished by both Usos. Then Survivor Series, it's Roman versus Seth, because they should both still be champ, I think, by then. So they'll have the champ versus champ match, which will probably go to Roman, unfortunately. I think it should go to Seth to give that other belt notoriety. It's not for the belts. It's just champ versus champ, no belt on the line. But it should go. Seth should win to give that belt notoriety. Roman doesn't need it.
Right.
That Seth and that belt need it. Not even so much Seth, but the belt needs it. Whoever's holding that belt needs it. And then it's Solo versus Jimmy versus Jay at Survivor Series. Then Royal Rumble. I did write Austin Theory, but apparently he's not champ anymore. So whoever has the U.S. title goes against. Originally wrote Jay, but maybe they should go against Jimmy, because maybe they want and that might be where it's going now. So if.
Well, they have Shinsuke going against Seth now in a program. That's what Payback's going to be.
So if Ray has it right now, who better to take it right now
than Dominic?
No, than Jimmy. So Jimmy takes it and becomes the first, and then he takes it at Rumble, and then it ends up being Jay versus Jimmy for the U.S. title. At
You think Rey
WrestleMania.
Mysterio is going to hold
I really
that
don't want
belt
him to.
all the way to January?
If he barely wrestles?
I
How often does he
see.
wrestle?
See, that's the problem. That's where my problem lies with some of these champs is like that exactly what you just
But
said.
but I mean, how hard is it to pack the program for him to I mean, the guy, he's a living legend. How hard is it?
Oh,
you know
I
what I
know.
mean? For him to pack, it's like he'll wrestle the people that he needs to in order to hold on to it, and you can have the rest of the LWO come out and help him if it gets dicey. You can have all
I
that.
can't take the LWO seriously either.
You know, what I mean?
I'm kind of I don't know like
I like it better than I did then.
I give like Ray credit for
I like it better
everything.
now than I did then.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I give Ray credit for everything he's done, but
I don't think he needed it, but I think
he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it at all. He
but
doesn't need to be wrestling.
But this is why I think it's going to one of them for this program, because it was good on theory, but if
it's just
they're going to have it on another heel, he's not going to lose it to another heel. He needed to lose it to a face,
right?
And therefore he can move on to some other program or do something, or still stay in the running for however they want to do, whatever they want to do with theory. But I don't know. I think it'll end up going towards another heel, and that would go more towards Jimmy right now. Jimmy's more on the
We're
heel side.
forgetting something though.
What?
Damian Priest still has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Like, so that.
Do you think
he's going to screw Finn over with that some way, somehow, and that's how Finn's going to get out of the Judgment Day? That's really what.
I
the best
agree with
route,
that, but I don't see them like.
what would be a nuts way to use that? I don't know if the shows are going to line up, but if Gunther was like one show, like it's on Monday, right? If on Tuesday he's gonna break the record, that day he's tied Honky Tonk Man, right?
Yes.
And he comes out and cashes in. They come out, they stomp him. It's like they all just demolish him, and he wins it, and he screws him out of like the longevity. That'd be an interesting way to use it.
Yeah, and I would be cool with that because I'm
not a big fan of Gunther.
Yeah.
I'm just not. Like, I don't. It's like, because I've seen a lot of the backstage stuff where they're talk and they're like, all right, well, Gunther likes to hit hard. To me, all that says is this guy's a dick and doesn't care about your safety. You know what I mean? I understand it is a contact sport, but at the same time, you want to keep your people as safe as they are.
Yeah,
which is why the Miz will always be one of my upper tier, top favorite people. Period. All time.
Absolutely.
It's like I don't. It's same thing with somebody like Ricochet. Ricochet is going to give you a hell of a match. He's going to throw his body into you. He's going to do, and at the same time, you're going to be totally safe. Yeah. Same thing with AJ Styles. Same thing with a lot of these people.
Dude, same with Mick Foley. Like
same with Mick Foley.
Mick Foley
he'll hurt himself, not you.
But Mick Foley always
he'll
took care of the people around him.
You know. So yeah, it's just. I don't like the whole. It's like, oh, he likes to hit hard, or like there's the like JBL. They're a stiff wrestler. They like to hit hard. That just means that they don't care about you.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sorry. It seems like that. Maybe he is a nice guy when he's talking to you, and we're gonna do this. And it's like if he can break down to me, sit down and talk to me and tell me what this is why I hit hard. This is why, I'll chop somebody like super hard in the chest and but like until it's broken down to me psychologically to why that's okay, I'm never going to see it as okay.
Right.
I'm not going to see I'm going to take my giant hand and slam it into your chest 30 times in this match.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like one move I really like is when he's wrestling a smaller person and they jump and he slaps him out of the air. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's great. But so like one or something like that, it's
I'm just not a fan of
it's
Gunther.
the constant chops and it's like they're not Ric Flair
the Nazi
chops.
undertones,
it's
really bug me about.
Well, plus he was another one that were like, hey, let's bring you up. Oh, here's a title. Where there's other wrestlers.
He's got no mic skills, and he's a tall guy, but he's big, but he's not like Braun Strowman big, but
and ever since he cut all that weight, honestly, I think he's less imposing.
But they try to portray
Which
him
I'm not
like
trying
he's
to-
this like juggernaut of a figure, and
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
dude, he's like 6 inches taller than Roman Reigns, and Roman is thicker than him.
Now.
You know what I mean. I mean, he could be thicker than. I heard things about Samoans.
Yeah.
I heard they're thick. With like 5 C's.
He's like, not 2 C's.
Like 5.
But yeah, no, I'm not I don't know.
Soda can.
Yeah, so I mean, sorry to break down everything to mostly sound like, Bloodline, but that's but
sorry.
Bloodline stuff it is the most interesting stuff going on in WWE.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't have anything necessarily to do with Roman. It's the way the story was presented. It has been the greatest long-term story told over wrestling without
in recent years,
without getting too muddled. I mean, I think the only
in
things,
recent years I would
the
absolutely
only thing
agree.
you
I
can
put
really
it up there.
take it back to is like Vince and Stone Cold. You know what I mean?
Well, like
which even that got muddled at the end when he ended up aligning himself with him and working for him. It didn't feel right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would have been better just to stay.
and
That,
that's,
it's like, oh, it's stale. We got to change it up, but it still felt wrong once it happened.
the Bloodline story will go down in wrestling lore up there with the NWO, with DX, with Vince and Stone Cold, with Taker and Kane. Everybody forgets
Taker and
like
Kane.
even though they had breaks in between, like that, you put all that together.
Rock and Austin.
Right.
Rock and Austin.
Like there's been so many like good stories told in the blood.
And anybody.
Foley and literally anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
And it's awesome. Like, don't get me wrong. As much as I despise Roman Reigns, he has grown on me as a heel because that's who he is.
He's good at
and
it.
that shines through.
He's good at it. Literally nobody accepted him.
Right.
Yeah.
Until he started doing this.
And we will continue on after these words from UWE.
UWE? Well, I got to load that one up because then I had another one. Why would you do that to me? I had 16 Stone loaded up. Why would you do that?
Well, you should have gave me the 16 stone eyes.
What are 16 stone eyes?
Right there.
Oh, all right.
That's the look he just gives normally.
That's just,
Normally the look he gives is this.
that's just my face.
Want to be a wrestler? How about a referee? Be a manager? Or a valet? Come down to UWE. This is where it's at. Hi, I'm Craig Palmer, owner of UWE.
Yes, and I'm head trainer Ben Homeen. And that's right, infidels. Come on down to Upstate Wrestling Entertainment and train with the best in professional wrestling today.
right.
These idiots right here. Craig, set them free. Let's go.
Dude, Bobby's face throughout that whole
Dude, I can't, ever since Todd pointed it out to me, I can't help but watch Bobby.
and how uncomfortable the dude next to him is, just being held like, oh God, what's going to happen? What's
You
going
know
to
what it
happen?
reminds me
What's
of?
going to happen is you're going to get headbutted.
It reminds me of El Snow.
Yes.
100% reminds me of El Snow.
He's like Al Snow and Bray Wyatt had a child.
Yes. So as
Are you calling him a butt baby? How dare you?
I mean, he won't be able to do anything for another 8
Yeah, I was
months.
gonna
But
say,
he'll be here to do it.
Yeah.
So about 12 hours and 40 minutes ago, Lacey Evans' contract with WWE has seemingly expired.
Oh, yeah, tonight.
Complex just said, yes, Al Wyatt.
Al Wyatt.
Ooh, I like that complex.
That's
Al Wyatt. Oh, no.
When Bobby comes back, he should come back as Al
Al
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
yeah. If I still played the wrestling games, I would create a character as Al Wyatt.
Why don't you still play the wrestling games?
Al Wyatt or Bray Snow?
Have the money.
Al Wyatt. Al Wyatt's
Wyatt.
better.
I like Al Wyatt. Yeah, Lacey Evans is no more,
Now
which
she is Macy, which is I guess her real name.
to me, it's kind of sad. She had so much potential in the beginning.
She was so good in NXT. I don't know what happened. I mean, it sounds weird, but I almost feel like some people should just never have left NXT.
I don't blame it on the people. I blame it on
it's the company.
The company pulling too many people up at once.
Yeah.
Not focusing enough. Because, like, let's be honest, the women's division is in shambles right now.
Yeah.
Like, you have Alexa's out.
Yeah.
With our baby.
Like ours collectively? Like all three of ours?
No, it's mine.
Just,
Mine
no,
and
it's,
her- mine and her.
it's just Joe's.
It's just Joe.
It's mine and
He's not going to share that shit.
I'll share a lot, but I'm not
Yeah.
sharing Alexa.
Yeah.
Like, who is the one? Like, the women's division was the triple threat. Like, and then you have, Becky? Like, and with her thing with Trish.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Bailey really hasn't been doing anything.
No. Oh, okay. We have to go back to SummerSlam on one of the best swerves I've ever seen in my entire life. The
amazing.
women's match, dude.
That-
the women's match was killer. Okay, it was great. So we're watching it, and we know how Todd feels about how and I agree with you. I think she needs to change up her shtick, and I think that what's her name?
Bianca.
That Bianca Belair is a fantastic athlete. I think she needs to change up her shtick because it's been safe for a while and she's gotten stale. Same thing that happened to Becky. Becky got stale. She became the man, and she was the
Again.
most popular person
Ever.
You know what I mean? She blew up. It was an instant. Like it was reminiscent of when Kofi won that match. Or Kofi, when Kofi Mania started.
Yes.
Is all of a sudden people saw something and they were like, yes,
This makes sense.
Yeah, this makes sense. So she needs that to happen. She needs a heel turn, and she needs it now.
Bro, the greatest thing, a moment that I will treasure forever from SummerSlam. So we're sitting about 5, in, right? So I'm sitting there, and in the row ahead of us, there's, a family, right? And at the very end is, this mom and this little girl that's maybe 6 or 7. Bianca's music comes out. This girl knows every word. She's singing. She's got the Bianca shirt on. And then Bianca wins. And she's going nuts and everything.
No.
And then Bianca loses. And this girl starts hysterically crying. Completely devastated that Bianca just lost. She was champ again for 3 minutes, if that.
Not even, I think it was like 95 seconds.
It's it was a record short. She has the record length and the record short.
And why it's one of the most memorable moments and something I always treasure, not because the little girl was crying, but it shows how powerful
Oh, yeah.
wrestling is to people and how it can, this girl went from cloud 9 to tears. Her mom is consoling this girl. And it was amazing because that's what the sports entertainment can do to someone. I find myself, even though I know it's completely planned, it's choreographed and everything, I was so fucking mad when Jay lost.
Right.
Dude.
And we knew it was going to happen. All the dirt sheets are he's not losing the belt, so we know he's not. So we know Jay's not going to win.
Bro, when Jay comes out in the Usos songs and you see 60,000 people with their ones in the air, and then when Jay gets into the ring and he's on the ring post out to the crowd going like this, and every fucking person in Ford Field has got a one-up and bobbing with him. It felt like a freaking stadium rock show. I felt like I was at Taylor Swift,
He's got it, man.
He
hot
is
right
so over. It's crazy.
He's so hot right now.
But that cash-in, I didn't even think about it.
I didn't either.
I
was actually pissed at first. I was like,
it was almost like the Seth cash-in. It's something you're not thinking about, and then they pull the card out.
I thought it was a creative win too. It's like Charlotte's in the figure 8, and then she gets the mist, and she doesn't let the figure 4 go, and then Bianca pulls her dodges the kick, pulls her down, and uses the leverage of Charlotte's weight to hold her in place and win. It was such a good maneuver. I almost wasn't even mad for a second. But then the music went off, and I was like, I'm like, EO's about to win the belt.
But see,
Finally, he's gonna get her shine because I've been an EO fan since NXT. You know what I mean? And the only reason Like, it's like I liked her in Damage Control, and I like Damage Control. I just thought that with Io there, that she'd be relegated to second because of Bailey.
Well,
But
I'm
if she's
curious.
not going to.
I'm curious what's going to happen now with Io
Yeah.
having the belt. How does Bailey?
Well, it's their belt. It's not Io's. It's theirs. And she's made it clear in a couple things, like in passive, like, oh, it's our championship. Da, 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 da. So I honestly thought it was going to go the other way. I was pissed that Bianca won it. Then Io came out, and I was like, sweet. I'm like, but watch. They're going to have Bianca still win it.
Still win it.
So I genuinely
I did think about that.
I honestly
think
thought
about that
that's
for
what
a
they were
second.
going to do. I thought they were going to screw her, and Bianca was still going to win it, and I was going to be super pissed. But when
Yeah.
she did, the other thing, in my opinion, they need to make a little more streamlined is when they cash it in.
The cash in needs to be
It needs
quicker,
to be faster.
way quicker.
Because
you know what?
You can only
I used to get
perceive the, oh my God, I'm down and out for so long as they're like,
Yeah.
I want to do this. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure?
I
Yes.
hate
Like,
that.
what the
I hate
fuck?
that. Are you sure? Like I remember a few times Mike Chioda, like the bullshit that they did with him. It was a women's one, and he. She handed it in, and he was like, "Are you sure you want to cash in?" And she's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you sure?" And it's like, "Fucking cash it in! Ring the goddamn bell!" You know what I mean? It was the same thing with another guy was cashing in. He slid into the ring. He came down fast. He slid into the ring. He tossed the bell over. Kyoto wouldn't even pick it up. He was going, "No, fuck you, Kyoto. Ring the goddamn bell and do your job." I was like, I know it's all written, but do it. That part is dumb. It's like you should just it shouldn't even be. It's like it doesn't have to get ready. If they come out, if they go, I'm cashing it in. That's it. Ring the bell.
Well, that's the thing.
Ring the bell. It's so
handoff,
annoying.
It should be the wrestler to the ref. I'm cashing it in.
It shouldn't even be to the ref. They should even get it to the announcer.
Yeah.
Boom.
It should be the wrestler to the ref. As soon as it's in the ref's hands and they say,
Ding ding. Yeah.
I'm cashing in, it should, yes.
It should be immediate.
They can toss it on.
It
under
wasn't
the
that
ring.
long for
toss it.
Seth.
No.
Seth, I feel like ran down, handed it, got in.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did it,
Yeah.
I just actually, that was one of the matches I was watching last night.
that.
That was, yes, but it is like the handoff to the ref should be the official, I'm doing this.
Right.
Because they are the official. So that as soon as that hits their hands and they say, I'm cashing in, bell should ring. They shouldn't even have to hand it to anybody. Just toss it under the fucking rope to the outside. Yeah. Nobody needs it. There's really nothing in it. So
Yeah,
just.
there's really nothing
there's
in
nothing
it.
in it? There's a contract for any match, any championship match that they want, Todd. That's what's in that briefcase.
There's really nothing in it. So,
Joe, you know it's scripted, right?
Wait, what is?
Santa.
All right. So what were you saying, Ton?
So are we gonna do the top 5 worst tag teams?
Sure, let's do
Ever?
that.
And then I have something else I
okay,
want to
so
say.
We get to use our graphic.
Yes.
Before we do top
before we
five-
do that, 16 stone.
yes.
We'll be right back.
And then I wanted to talk about something.
Get
But
naked.
before we do the five.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Come visit 16 Stone with 2 locations, the original on Holland Patton and the second location in Utica, with handcrafted beer and seltzers, 50-cent wings on Wednesdays in the Utica location, wine and whiskey club every Wednesday. Check out their full brew pub menu on their website, Facebook, and Instagram. Protein shakes also available at the Utica location. Come visit 16 Stone.
Do erotica on
You should
audio.
read.
I should do erotica. Have you heard your voice?
Well, yeah, but right there, you're talking about, it made me want to, do stuff with a seltzer.
So
Again?
Sonya Deville being hurt.
Oh, yes.
What?
Chelsea
Yes.
Green now has a new tag team partner for the championship.
Sonya Deville tore
The
her
artist
ACL.
formerly known as Dewdrop.
Yep.
I personally love this.
I think it's great.
I'm a huge
It's
fan
perfect.
of hers. I think she should be once she breaks out of this, she needs to be the light side tweener type person and just start demolishing people, and she should be a person that could contend
Yeah.
with Rhea Ripley because she can.
Yes.
Because Piper Niven is freaking awesome.
And that's the thing is that, I haven't watched Raw yet. Rhea's match with whomever it was supposed to be with Raquel, was that this week or next week?
Next week.
Sure.
Okay. Because she hasn't done like anything since she's got the belt.
Because there's nobody
to wrestle.
There's nobody a wrestler. You know what I mean? It's like Raquel's the only person, and if she was injured,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? She had an injury, so if it's not her, they have nobody else viable on that show for her.
That's true.
That she's gonna smash them all at the same time. That's why she's rolling with dudes and helping them and putting dudes through. Didn't she put Escobar through a table or something like that? Like, yeah, dude, it's crazy. I don't know. So, quick question.
What up?
About this list, because I'll have to think about it as we're going,
Yeah.
or just co-sign what you guys are doing. Is it 5 worst tag teams that were just
ever
tag teams, or like are we talking wrestlers that got put together?
No,
and
just
shouldn't have ever been.
tag teams
Because that's two
that
different
have
lists, in my opinion.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Tag teams that have ever walked the face of the earth.
Okay.
Just the 5, top in your mind, in your opinion, the top 5 worst tag teams that have ever graced the presence.
Might have to think a little bit. All right,
WWE.
go on.
Hang on. Hit us with the top 5.
Oh shit! I have a top 5. I totally forgot about
We can
that.
use it now.
Yeah, totally forgot. Top 5.
Top 5.
I write things down because my memory is.
We haven't done a top 5 in so long. You know what else we haven't done? Move of the week or match of the week.
Right.
All right.
So I'm going from like 5 to 1. 5.
We always go 5 to 1.
The least.
Yeah, we go.
to 1 being.
It's 5 to 1.
Okay. So, and people may disagree with this. Number 5 for me was the Hollies. I just wasn't.
That's fine.
Separately, I enjoyed them,
Yeah.
but together, I don't know if you guys remember the Reverend Devon and Deacon Batista.
Yeah.
That was just
Awful.
terrible.
Yeah.
The Vaudevillians.
See, I like the
I
Vaudevillains.
loved the Vaudevillains, man.
Like, especially like after they caught traction in WWE.
Yeah.
Like, they were awesome in NXT. And then it took them a while to catch on in WWE. But once they caught on, and one of them, then he get fired for some.
Yeah,
he got he hurt, or he didn't hurt. He did he whipped Enzo, and Enzo was supposed to slide under the rope and
Yeah, I
knocked
remember
himself
Oh,
out
I remember that.
Right.
on that.
But
and
I think
he got blamed for it, and I think I met him, and I'm 100% sure he stood up for himself, and I think that's why he got fired.
Yeah.
It's like I've whipped a million people into the ropes, and like he does it to himself, and he knocks himself out, and I'm gonna imagine that's how it went down.
Yeah.
And then the other one, the taller one, was an announcer. Went back down to an announcer for who was very good at in
He's
English.
gone, I think.
In
Aiden,
English, he was good too.
I had number 2 as La Resistance.
Yeah.
When Rock
okay.
and Mick Foley beat the hell out of them
Yeah,
at one point. And my number 1 top 5 worst tag teams, Rybaxel. Ryback and
yes.
Curtis Axel.
Yes.
That had to just that was terrible. It was just dumb and terrible.
Rybaxel.
Rybaxel.
Yeah.
I have some mentions in there. I couldn't stand the Headbangers.
Yes. Okay.
They were good wrestlers, but to me it was a little too gimmicky.
It was. They were awful. Does anybody remember Harlem Heat 2000? When
Barely.
Stevie Ray and Ahmed Johnson.
Ahmed Johnson. That's right.
Okay. Yeah.
When after Booker went on King Booker run and
Yeah.
Stevie Ray didn't have anything, that was not cool at all.
No.
I know they're not necessarily a tag team, but they wrestled as a tag. Fucking Spirit Squad.
Oh yeah.
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 Yep.
Spirit Squad was awful.
I mean,
Except Nikki. Nikki was awesome. Because he's Dolph Ziggler.
yeah.
And Dolph Ziggler is great.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
They never use him anymore for it.
No, and they should.
Does anybody remember? And this is, I kind of forgot about it until I looked it up. Does anybody remember High Energy?
High Energy.
It was a tag team of Owen Hart and Coco Beware.
Oh yeah, I forgot the name.
I honestly don't remember that one.
Look at that.
Yeah, no, I remember them. When I started watching wrestling.
Yes.
That's
That's the Owen Hart.
That's the Owen Hart I was introduced to when I started watching wrestling. That's who it was. Those two.
And then I have
Coco
my number
Beware.
1, and I have an honorable mention. I'll do my honorable mention first. When Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie, like I love them both separately, but the Chainsaw Charlie thing for Terry Funk was awful.
Yeah.
Like he was wearing pantyhose, like, and it didn't work. But the tag team I hated the most, the Godwins.
I didn't like the Godwins either, and
They
so
were like-
I'm going to co-sign everyone else's, and then I'm also going to throw in there for my one, Men on a Mission.
I don't remember
What
them.
was that?
It was who's the big dude from the Ministry?
Viscera?
Viscera. When Viscera was, it was the tag team he was in.
Oh, okay.
When he was he Mabel?
Mabel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was him, and then the other. I don't even remember who the other dude was, because Mabel broke out, and they were Men on a Mission. MOM, Men
Those
on
are
a
the
Mission.
Godwins.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay. Hillbilly Jim and whatnot?
yeah.
Hillbilly Jim, Henry O. Godwin, and Phineas I. Godwin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hog and Pig is what their initials.
So actually, speaking of them, it kind of segues into something else I was talking to Joe about that I noticed.
Anal?
Yes. Duh.
Always.
The last part of the show. If
The
you
back
have,
end of the show, one might say.
If you have the Peacock Network, yes, you do have the WWE itself, but they have a thing called just channels. And if you go through that, there is a WWE channel that just plays random stuff. So last Saturday, actually, because my girlfriend kept watching it, they were doing just Royal Rumble matches from any era. And I mean, just random. It would have been like the 2000s to the late 80s to the late 90s. So it was funny because the Godwins
Mabel
were
and
in
Mo.
one of those. Mabel and Mo, yeah.
Mabel, thanks, Coffin. Mabel and Mo.
But there were just a bunch of different ones. So I was actually watching yesterday for many hours.
This sounds super interesting to me, too.
It was called WrestleMania Theater, and it was like cinematic. So it was every camera angle except the ones you saw on the show.
So except like hard cam,
Essentially.
and ringside.
Yeah. It was everything. And there were, and because my girlfriend was watching with me after she got home, and I'm like, I've been watching this for a while. I'm like, because there are some times where, she said this too, it feels like the camera work is really fast or whatever. It's almost nauseating.
Yeah.
Like these were more like longer shots, but some of the angles genuinely made a lot of the portions of the matches look a million times better. Was it Goldberg and Brock? One speared one through the barricade. And it was a completely different angle, and it was more of like a side what the audience would see.
Yeah.
A million times better than the actual angle from like the show that night.
Yeah.
And it was just random. Like it's nothing you had to just see what's on, so it's not like a on demand thing. Mm-hmm. But there's just I have caught a ton of random shit. So when it gets closer to pay-per-view,
They'll start showing that pay-per-view.
well, yeah, but like going back, like so SummerSlam, it was SummerSlams from the 80s and the 90s,
That's cool, man.
like so, and yeah, everybody could be like, well, I could just go with the WWE part of it. It's like, yeah, but this is just random.
Right.
So you never know. You don't have to sit there and look through and decide. It's just like, hey, this looks pretty neat, and then
Right.
you end up watching. I ended up watching it for like 4 fucking hours last night.
That's awesome.
Just a ton of different, and it was like the Seth cash-in was one of those matches.
Oh yeah.
That is
what I
probably one of my favorite WrestleMania matches.
But
of
just
all
to
time.
see all these different angles and just everything they didn't use, my girlfriend was like, I would hate to have to have been the person that put all that together. I'm like, yeah, they did something bad at some point in time and pissed somebody off because that's a lot of footage.
Or somebody
to
like
splice
was
together.
like, "Hey, can I do this? I would really love to do this," and got paid to just
Yeah.
rewatch all the big matches and
That's-
put them
yeah,
all
that's
together
a-
how they
So
wanted to.
if you're ever just looking for something random to watch, like I said, it's under the channel. There's actually on Peacock, there's a lot of cool channels. I've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine again, which that's just
that show's so great.
It was such an amazing show.
bullpen. It's such a good show.
It was, and watching it over, it's one of those shows where even if you've seen it, you still laugh your ass off like you've never seen it before.
Oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of random stuff.
The greatest cold open of any show ever. The
Backstreet Boys?
The Backstreet Boys.
You mean the one we reenacted?
The one. Yeah. It really it's the greatest show opening of all time. I don't care what anybody said. Like, it's so smart and fun. You know, like the way that they pull it off and like the whole line at the end. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Like, it's so great, dude.
That show is just fantastic. And we were talking about this in the chat too. The new Twisted Metal. I've only watched
Twisted
one episode,
dude. I watched the entire show in less than 24 hours.
Yeah, see, that's what I don't
I watched it in
want to
like
do.
2 days, only because I had work, and I loved it.
I wanted to test
it
it
was
because
so good.
There's some stuff like action-wise my girlfriend isn't like a big fan of, but I was like, it's like I told her, I was like, it's the perfect blend with like action
And comedy.
but not like stupid comedy. I like the comedy of it. It's kind of like that dry, dumb comedy. Like,
Anthony
look,
Mackie
there's a
is
Foot
a
Locker
treasure.
here.
Yeah,
I
it's like-
mean,
yeah,
little
it's-
things like that.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's almost like they were like, here's the script. You don't have any lines.
Play.
Here's this person's name, here's this person's name, here's the situation. And he's just like, what can I say? You know what I mean? That like, well, just like when he's busting the dude's chops when he pulls up the brand new guard when he's what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
And the reason Twisted Metal fits into this show is because Sweet Tooth is played by Samoa Joe.
yeah.
But
Voiced
see,
by
that's the
Will
thing.
Arnett.
Which is a really, they both did very well for that. Like,
And I
I'm
haven't
surprised.
seen past that because at the end of the first episode, he's just cruising up to them. So I have seen nothing.
Well,
past
so I
the first
watched an
episode.
interview with Samoa Joe, and he literally was like, so Will Arnett did the voiceover after.
Yeah.
So Samoa Joe had the script and was like, all right, so how would somebody like Sweet Tooth physically react to it? So like when he's talking and he's being animated, like dancing around, that was all Samoa Joe, and that was Will Arnett going off of Samoa Joe's body
They
language
kind
to
of
do
Darth Vadered it.
Yeah, essentially. But the show's great.
Which just stupid, you might know this dumb fact. The guy that played Darth Vader was in A Clockwork Orange. The actual physical dude that played, he was in Clockwork Orange.
What was his
Prose?
Yeah.
David Prose.
David.
Yeah. Dude's a beast. I mean, in Clockwork, he was wearing like nothing, but I mean,
guy,
like,
yeah.
Go on.
that's nothing. Underwear, I think, in the weird house. That was such a fucked up movie.
It is a mess up.
I haven't seen that movie in like probably 25 years.
I've seen it in less than that, but it'd probably be hard for me to watch anymore. Like, it's like Train Spotting. I've watched Train Spotting like twice in my life, and I'll never watch that movie ever again.
Right.
Like, that's just no.
It's a messed up movie.
But A Clockwork Orange is one of those. It's
How I
like,
feel about the Hostel movies. I've watched them each once, and is there a third one? I watched the first two,
I think there's only two.
yeah, I think so.
and like I only watched I watched the first two Human Centipedes. I will never watch.
Once I heard about
Zero
them, I was
interest.
like, yeah, no, I'm
I was interested, like, because at the time, like, and I'm like, all right, I'll watch it, and I watched it, and I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
I shouldn't have watched that.
Has anybody watched Cocaine Bear?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
How was that?
Amazing.
it was
It's
all
such a
right.
fun movie that you don't get to sit there and think about.
A bear did cocaine. Like the way the guy's saying it, it's really funny.
I can't wait for the sequel, Heroin Shark. Like, that's gonna be amazing.
They should make that. They should cross it with Sharknado some way. Just have people just beating up people for money.
Oxy Octopus.
Yeah, yeah. Crackhead crabs. It's gonna be nuts, dude.
God.
Actually, do you know what I've come across on TikTok a lot? These SpongeBob animated hardcore rap videos.
No, I haven't seen those. I saw. I did see one where they
Bro, like,
they recut. I forgot. It might have been.
pops up.
It might have been Super Friends, but they recut it to the Rockweiler by Method Man and Redman. It was really good.
I think there's a way on here to look.
No, Super Friends was Wu-Tang's Triumph. I forgot what they did for the Rockweiler, but it was really funny.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Beavis and Butthead. It was Beavis and Butthead that they cut to the Rockweiler, and it was really good. It was really
Here
funny.
we go.
Jesus.
What the hell? What the hell?
Dude, there's like hundreds of these like videos.
It almost reminds me of like, in a way, like epic rap battles of history.
Which is awesome.
I love epic rap battles of history. Because the one of those they did, the guy that played Neil deGrasse Tyson was Charlie Tuna from Jurassic 5.
Oh, Charlie Tuna's great.
Love Charlie
And
Tuna.
then they have that
Jurassic
spin-off
5 is
one,
great.
the princess battles.
Yes.
And like there's one where Sarah Michelle Gellar is like Cinderella. Like, and they're amazing. Like,
yeah, they found something that was just
that, and like they've been going on for over a decade now.
it's been a while. So well, there's that.
There's all that. That's today's show.
Yeah.
So
Went off the rails there
tune in
man.
next week, and I have 2 words for you. Suck it.
I love Joe. And you.
Do you love pro wrestling and sports entertainment? It's the real to you, damn it. You support us, your favorite. Talking name, Jay Styles, Chris Jericho, and all the greatest. Your top 5 dead or alive, the broader stages. Like WrestleMania, all in and all out. NXT takeover, what the business about. Putting fans in the stands and the millions at home. Like the Rock versus Stone Cold was stealing the show. Wrestle Fandom Radio and Disruption Network with Dippin' Donuts. ICW, we make fanatics flipping donuts. Every time we're live in local shows and it's a bonus. We're family friendly, all the growing ups and kids can donut. We're dedicated to bringing you all the top news. Ain't no dirt sheet, this ain't rhetoric, we do not snooze. No speculation, we're just bringing them facts. Ain't no storyline of fiction when I spit on these tracks. It's Wrestle Fandom Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping we're your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. It's Wrestle Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping we're your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. It's Wrestle Network, Wrestle Fandom